Hello everyone, it's Wesley or Wizaldo here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Sakazuki deck list that I have been trying to whip up. It bottom decks a lot more than KOing, but it still runs some KO because I think KO is pretty strong. But bottom decking gets around things like Kuma and Kikunojo and Basil, so it's a lot stronger into the yellow matchup, and into the green matchup it does do pretty well as well. I run 4 TCG. I think searching 5 deep is a lot better than searching 3 deep like off of brand new. The only drawback is that it doesn't let you trash things and fill up your trash easily. And to remedy this, I run 2 Sengoku. Sengoku lets you fill up your trash and search 2. It's a little bit stronger than the TCG, but a little bit weaker than the brand new because you're paying 3 and trashing a card for a 3k. I run Pudding. Pudding's really strong in certain matchups. I run a 1 of because you see it sometimes and you see it when you don't need it sometimes, so just kind of 1 of feels pretty good. Here's a little bit of the sauce. Bartolomeo. Sakazuki is really weak into decks that are aggro early, and Barto can bottom deck some of Rayleigh's 1 costs as well as be used in combination with cost reduction. I used to have the Brook, the 3 cost Brook that bottoms a 1 cost, but this lets me bottom any cost as long as it's reduced down to 1, whereas Brook only bottoms a base cost of 1, so it's a lot stronger in that regard, and it is a 6k, so it can block some of those 5k swings. I run Boa. I've seen a lot of people running Boa. I think it feels very strong. It's one of those big bodies you can play in the mid game, which can really swing the state of the game. It can really help swing into bodies that you don't want to necessarily bottom deck, or if you want to save your resources, you can use it to swing into those bodies that would normally take up those resources. It bottoms a 1 cost and then prevents any cost character from attacking the next turn, so it's really strong in that regard. I run 2 because I think getting 2 out in the field, if you can use 2, is really strong, but more than that, because it has no counter, it feels really rough. Suru as a 2k and a cost reducer. Moncherry, I cut it down to 1 because this deck list runs a lot less black cards. 2 brand new. I use 2 because I think having 8 searches is really strong, and this one does fill up trash. 3 Brook and 3 Hina for Rebecca. Brook is the main way you're going to be KOing things, and Hina is going to be the main way you're reducing cost. Kuzan is another way you're going to be reducing cost. It is -4 cost when attacking, and it draws you a card, so it's hand neutral after you play it. T-Bone is a 2k and a great way to reduce, or to KO something. Kuzan is a board cost reducer and an on-play KOer, so it's really strong in that regard. Houndblaze is going to let you swing into an opponent with one of your smaller characters and bottom deck a 2. Ama no Murakumo, or as I'm going to call it, Light Sword, is basically a Rob Lucci that bottom decks, and it doesn't get negated by Blackbeard's turning off on play. Gravity Blade is really strong because if you have something like a Kuzan out on the board, or use a Tempest Kick, or both, in the case that you have both, you could bottom deck a 10 and a non-cost with the Grav Blade, and it's really strong in that regard because of it. Black Spiral lets you turn off Zoro. I just run 1 because you're going to want to use it in the mid game, and then hopefully by then you can turn the tide of the game, but you don't want to run a ton because you're not going to be guaranteed to use it every game. And then 2 Marineford, really strong stage in Sakazuki. It basically lets you get an extra when attacking, and the on-play effect lets you use it to reduce the cost of a character by 2 on the turn you play it. Alright, we're playing into Koala. This is a pretty rough matchup. Definitely go second. Just take second every time. I'll keep that. I have a brand new to fill up my trash, and some reduction in hand, as well as some bottom decking. It's a searcher off the get-go, which is rough. I think I probably want to take advantage of my aggressiveness early game. Definitely take the Kuzan, get a nice curve going. Trash 1, draw 1, get rid of that. I don't have any counter in hand, which is really scary, which means I probably have to take the first hit he throws at me. His 6 in hand, I have 6. I think I do take that. I don't want to take this though. Play that. I can swing 3 into there. If he counters, I just get to whittle down his hand a little bit early. Yeah. I'm gonna put that Hina into trash. I'll probably bottom deck whatever he plays this turn with Bartolomeo. Although it'll probably be an 8 cost, so maybe not. Interesting. I'll trash my Black Spiral. I don't want to take that hit. I'm back at 4, which is nice. I can send this down and then not swing with the Kuzan, but... Or I get this down to a 1 and then bottom deck it with Bartolomeo. But I might just want to swing at his life with Hound Blaze. So I'm going to... I think if I do that, I'm going to start with Tashigi. Get a T-Bone probably for counter. Sorry, I'm really low on counter. I think I do trash one, draw one. Get rid of the Ama no Murakamo. The Light Sword, then I deploy, reduce, rest. Houndblade is my leader, bottom deck that. Do I swing with the Kuzan? I don't think I do. So I just like swing something at him that he has to take. And then don't swing with Kuzan. Because I don't want him to swing into it and take it, and I'm not really heavy on counter in hand, I only have a 2k. My guess is he might play a Kuma this turn. He has a pretty big hand, although he already sent one to the trash. So we'll see. Yeah. So I need to get rid of an 8, which is going to be hard. I have to take this, but I can get rid of the 8. I know I can do that, so I will send it to a 5, and then this next swing will send it to a 1. I need to keep some open. Now, do I play the Boa or the Barto? I think I play the Barto, so I'll go 6 at life. Reduce it down to a 1. Yeah. And then I just want to kind of whittle down his hand. I am in range to get hit by a Perona, but I don't think they would do that. We're both kind of... I have a better field than he does, and we're both on similar tempos. So, we'll see. Alright, he's getting his tempo back here, but I might be able to clear it pretty quickly. I think this is prime time for a Boa, so we'll see if I can actually get this down to a 1 again. So I can 4, 2, or 4. Yeah, I think rather than doing that, I might just bottom deck them both with a Graph Blade. Yeah. Or I'll send one down to a 6 cost, and then Kuzan to send one down to a 4 cost. That's a 6, so it's bottom deckable. And then I swing 7 out life. Now I just Graph Blade to wipe his board pretty much and end turn. I'm actually doing pretty good on hand. I think I might get rid of the pudding soon, just because they is keep staying at 5 pretty easily. Although I'm definitely gonna get Nico Robined here, so I'd probably get rid of the pudding and the Sengoku. Oh, Kuma. Okay, never mind. Then I will probably counter with the pudding. Block, counter with pudding. Alright, so this turn I'll probably want to do the thing that I was talking about where I bottom deck with the Boa. So I want to bottom deck the Kuma, prevent the dragon from attacking. So I need to get the Kuma down to a 1. I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in hand. I think rather than do that, I just Rebecca to reduce. Using the Hina that I have in trash. So it's a 4. I take a life here, but it's a Brook, which is awesome. So I can draw a card off of that. So now I Boa. Bottom deck this. I double clicked on accident. That is rough. Oh well. He's got a bunch of Kumas at the bottom of his deck, so I probably want to try and get rid of him or take him out sooner rather than later. But that starts with getting his hand size down a bit. So I think I swing 5, 7, 7, 8. Okay, take this. To Rebecca, that's awesome. He's getting me to 5. I should have seen that coming. Get rid of the Sengoku and a Tsuru. I do think I have to block with Barto. Yeah, even if she's swinging into that. Although I had a Rebecca, I totally forgot about that, which wasn't great. Okay, so I can reduce this down to 9 now, so a 5. Or I can reduce this to a 4. But I can only take out 1. So I think I need to keep that up. So I can reduce 6, 7, 8. So I think I probably want to take out the dragon. If he blocks, it's perfect. Doesn't, which is still fine, so I need to keep up 4, 5, so I can rest minus, keep up 5, so swing a 6. There's no reason to swing higher with the smaller swings until I get rid of this, so I want to, so that'll reduce it down to a 3. I'll just swing like this again. Now I KO it, I think. Or I'll swing 8. Yeah, now I KO it. I can very comfortably KO it. Because yeah. And then I'll end turn there. I have 2 blockers up. I think I can end game next turn. He's probably gonna search for a Kuma to heal. I don't think he has anything with Rush. Or anything that can rest. A blocker is something I also don't want to see unless I can see something that will bottom deck. Okay, there's a blocker. There's 2 blockers. Alright, so I definitely want to see something that can bottom deck here. A Grav Blade would be amazing in this scenario. I draw 1. I block. Deploy. A Hound Blaze is pretty good. I think I definitely take the Hound Blaze. Do I play another one to try and get something else? Start with that, and then I can Hound Blaze and bottom deck this. Swing 8, reduce that by 4. He'll probably block right here, but I think that still means I win. Oh, he takes it. Okay. Then I will play another brand new. I have a T-Bone. Okay. Reduce that down to a 5, and then I can swing with Brook. But he probably counter. Okay, he counters. It's perfect. So now I can swing 5 and KO it. Yeah, he misplayed that pretty hard. I did too with the Rebeccas, but I think I played pretty well overall. GG. Alright, thanks for watching. I think I did pretty well with the deck. I think the brand new and Sengoku diversity works really well with the deck because drawing cards is so important to it. I played the deck pretty well. The Rebekahs were a little bit of a misplay, but it ended up working out because I have the game knowledge that Koala doesn't really run any rush or resting characters, so I know he couldn't finish game the turn that I won, or the turn before I won. And yeah, I'm filming this after editing because I noticed that I had the background music playing while I was filming, and I like to cut out some of the portions where I'm just sitting there and the opponent is figuring out what to do and I'm not feeling the silence. So I do apologize for the music kind of skipping. I think next time I'm going to put the music in during editing. That way it doesn't sound so choppy. Anyways, thanks for watching.